Hello and welcome to titaniumtalarstarot, and today I will be doing a how can you help yourself, others, and the world this week video, alright? So for this I'll be using some concepts from Superconscious Education brought to us by Chris Duncan. I will also be using a deck I wrote myself which I named the Action Oracle, and with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, let us get into the cards and concepts. So for an insight today, I will say that, sometimes the people that give you the most difficulty are basically your best soulmates, if you think about it, because they help you grow and expand and become better. But so those individuals, even though we are more inclined to keep them at arm's length, sometimes, you know that saying, keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer, along those lines. But sometimes the enemy is not actually an enemy, it's just someone who is it's like someone that you help, and being able to assist them to the best of your abilities will actually help you grow as well as them, right? Because I actually have two mentees, one of which is the younger one, is younger than me, and so sometimes it takes some more effort to get her to understand something, but it's good because it's helping me grow and expand my edges, my limits. I'm growing thanks to her. So that's all that matters. Alright, so that's the insight portion. Now, let us get into the cards and concepts. So the first group of individuals I will be dividing for are my perfectionists. The individuals who intuitively know how things should be done in order for them to turn out great. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share how can they help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, how can they help themselves this week? And you got enjoy to the fullest. How can you help yourself? Enjoy what you're doing to the fullest in order to get the best out of this situation. Alright, now how can my perfectionists help others expand? Notice how I was saying in the insight, this mentee is helping me grow and expand. At least she's helping me grow and expand my maturity or my understanding of how to work with others. You see, perfectionists. And in regards to what I'm trying to build for my coaching, you could say that I'm a perfectionist in that sense. So it's going to depend on every single situation that you are currently experiencing. You might be different. You might take on different roles for every single one of them. So use that to your discretion. Okay. So now, how can my perfectionists help the world? Help the world. We got manifest. What are your thoughts and beliefs about this subject? Think about how it makes you feel. So this is in regards to my perfectionists. So you are trying to help the world, and the best way you can help the world is by thinking of your manifestation process. Thinking about what you think about what it is that you're trying to help, what it is you're trying to do, by what you already know, and then thinking about how that thing that you're trying to accomplish in regards to the world is making you feel, so that you can get the best outcome out of it, right? So that was it for my perfectionists. Now on to my helpers, the individuals who intuitively know how to assist anyone in any given situation at any time. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my helpers, please come forward and share how can they help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my helpers, please come forward and share what they can do to assist, how they can help themselves this week. And you got, have fun respectfully. My helpers, do what it is that you want to do, but do it respectfully so that others don't get the short end of the stick, is what I'm hearing. Now, how can my helpers help others? Set boundaries. Set boundaries around what you are willing to do to help others, because I feel like you're one of the individuals that really pushes themselves to the ground to the point where you burn yourself out trying to assist others, is what I'm getting. Now, how can my helpers help the world? How can you help the world? So, you got, be loyal. Be loyal to your convictions. Be loyal to what you want to make. To your objectives is also what I'm getting. Okay, so that was it for my helpers. Now on to my achievers, the individuals who intuitively know how to set goals and go about achieving them one by one. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides. And you got, be vulnerable. Yes. So my achievers, I feel like you're working with I feel like you, to help yourself in this situation that you're currently finding yourself in, you need to be vulnerable with others. Show them the true you, show them all that in the bag of chips is what I heard. Like, don't overshare, but be vulnerable. Let them know a little more in depth. Like, I feel like they already know this side of you, they just don't know how deep it goes. If that makes any sense. How can my achievers help the world? You got, adjust your method. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, so to help yourself be vulnerable so that they can see a different side of you so that you can reach them better. And how can you help others? Adjust your method. Adjust your method of sharing information. Adjust your method of connecting is what I'm getting with others. Okay, and now how can my achievers help the world? We got, have standards. Have standards that you want to reach. If that makes sense at all. Have standards that must be obtained. Alright? Now on to my individualists. The individuals who intuitively know how to what? The individualists are the individuals who intuitively know what to place in the center of attention, how long to keep it there, for what aim and what purpose. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individualists, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individualists, please come forward and share how they can help themselves eat out. out. My individualists, do you have a lot on your plate this week? I'm getting that you do have a lot on your plate this week, and so excuse me. And so the suggestion is that instead of trying to cook, find the most the restaurant that serves, that makes dinner like home, like food that's like homemade, right? And try to go there is what I'm getting. So how can you help others? How can you help others? You got move forward. Well, my individualist, you tend to be in the center of attention. You tend to have people's eyes on you. And so due to that, I feel like others seeing you move forward after whatever it is that you went through, they probably know what it is because you're in the public's eye. And because of that, they kind of see you as a something to emulate. And so they see that if you move forward after what you went through, they should do so as well, is what I'm getting. And they take it as a, and they will take it as a, message of hope. Okay, how can you help the world? You got envision. My gorgeous individualists. Envision the world you want to create in order to create it. Alright. That is what I got for you guys. So that was it for my individualists. Now on to my investigators. The individuals who totally know what to research, where to research it, how to research it, for how long, with what methodology, and for what aim and what purpose. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my investigators, please come forward and share what they should, how they can help themselves. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my investigators, please come forward and share how can they help themselves this week. Too many. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my investigators, please come forward and share and give me one card as to how they can help themselves this week. And I said one. And you got be optimistic, my investigators. I feel like your research has come to a halt, or a, how should I say it? A barrier or an obstacle, and you are in front of it and you're like, what do I do? And so this is just saying be optimistic, and the answer should generally come to you. Alright, so now how can my investigators help others? You got follow your intuition. Follow your intuition, my gorgeous investigators. Maybe you might not consciously know, but you will surely superconsciously know. And your intuition is in your superconscious. So, yes. And we have multiple ways to intuit things, right? So there are people who are clairsentient. Well, generally the majority of us are clairsentient. But clairsentients, there are others who are claircognizant, they just know things. Then there's clairvoyant, which is you see things. And there's clairsentience, which is you feel things. Then there's feel as in your emotions, as well as feel as in touch. So then there's also clairgustance, which is you have intuitive tastes that come to mind, or oralience, which is like olfaction, which is smells. And I think that's it. Anyway, there are 6. So there's clairknowing, clairvoyance, clairolfaction, clairgustance, clairsentience, which is not only feeling but also touch, and claircognizance, 1, clairvoyance, 2, clairaudience, 3, clairolfaction, 4, clairgustance, 5, not cognizance. The 6th one. Well, there's 6. It'll come to me. So, yes. Where am I? Okay. How can my investigators help the world this week? So please, God. Oh, there we go. We gotta follow it. Move on. Move on from that thing that's giving you too hard a time. My investigators, to be able to be, how should I say this? Be productive with your stuff. Move on. Okay. Is what I'm getting. Alright. So that was it for my investigators. Now on to my loyalists. The individuals who intuitively know what to be loyal to, how long to stay loyal to it, how to get others loyal to it, and for what aim and what purpose. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my loyalists, please come forward and share. How can they help themselves this week? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my loyalists, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. And you got let go of, overlook. How you can help yourself by letting go and overlooking something. So that you don't stay stuck or it doesn't ruminate in your mind and you can move on to other things, is what I'm getting. So how can my loyalists help others? You got drink up. So this could, I got sunlight first, then I got alcohol, or anything that gives you courage. Yes. Also, orange juice could be relevant. Yeah. Someone like that. Okay, so how can my loyalists help the world? How can you rap a song? Am I talking to a rapper? Not like the candy rapper, but like the rappers that we see, they rap. Ditties. Actually, I don't know if it's R&B or I'm not well versed in rap, so excuse me. So that was it for my loyalists, okay? So now on to my enthusiasts. the individuals who intuitively know what to be enthusiastic about, how to get others enthusiastic about it, and how to be enthusiastic about it to get others to be interested in it, for what aim and what purpose. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share how can they help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share. And you got. So go somewhere new, my enthusiasts. I feel like your way of making others enthusiastic isn't really cutting it for the group of individuals that you're trying to reach. And so this is just saying, you either have two options. You either change the way you do things and you stay with the group you are with at the moment. I'm getting a day camp. I'm getting someone in day camp who's trying to get the kids that they are supervising into a specific type of mood. Excuse me. By the way, I decided to not cut out the yawns because the yawns indicate to me when I'm feeling a little drained, when it's tiring me out. So that was go somewhere new. Yes. Wait a minute. Where am I? Go somewhere new. So I was talking about the camp leaders. Go somewhere new. To do something a little differently. Anyway, so now how can my enthusiasts help others? You got complete a cycle and start something new. Complete a cycle and start something new. So the way you can help others, my enthusiasts, is by, kind of related to what I was saying in the first card, right? Find a different way of doing what you were doing. Maybe I'm mixing it up with another reading, but complete a cycle of what you've been doing up to this point and try something new in order to get others enthusiastic to get others enthusiastic about something. Okay, now how can my enthusiasts help the world? Yeah, value. Value their opinion. Value their perspective. Value it. Is what I'm getting. Alright, so that was it for my enthusiasts. Now on to my protectors, the individuals who intuitively know. Protectors who intuitively know what to keep safe, how long to keep it safe for what aim, and what purpose. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share. What can they do to help themselves this week? Please, God, angels, and guides. And you got bliss. Bless yourself. Bless your food. Pray for your food. Pray on your food. Bless it. Bless others so that they can bless you as well. Is what I'm getting. So now, how can my protectors help others? And you got flow with others so that you don't give them the impression that you're working against, so that they have the impression that you're working with them and you want to do what's best for them. And you're not just doing it for you, if that makes sense at all. So that was for how my protectors can help others. Now, how can my protectors help the world? And you got, just be authentic. Our protectors, just be authentic. And then you're like, yeah, but my being authentic is me trying to help others and help the world by protecting it, which would be okay. But in this case, I feel like what I was picking up on is that it's like when you're around the world, or when you're trying to do that thing that you do to help the world, you kind of revert back to this, where you think, because you're thinking it's on a bigger stage, you need to have more of a persona, but in reality you just need to be yourself, and that's the only persona you need to portray at the moment, is what I'm getting. Alright, so that was it for my protectors. Okay. Now on to my chameleons, the individuals who intuitively know what intuitive style to use in any given situation. Okay, so please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share what can they do to help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share what they can do to help themselves. Rebuild your confidence within a specific thing that you do, so that others can say that they're amazed by you. I think those are two different songs. Yeah. Yes, they are. So that thing I was humming right now, that was a song from Seal, but the previous one whose words came to mind is from a band, but I can't remember. In any case, okay, that was for how my chameleons can help themselves. How can my chameleons now help others? Know that everything will be fine. Everything will work out in the end. So maybe at the moment you don't see how, but it will. It'll just pan out. I would suggest that you stop trying to control it, that you get out of your own way, and that you just go do something else for a little while, and it'll just pan out. Okay, so that was how my chameleons can help others. Now, how can my chameleons help the world? And you got laugh. Because I feel like your laughter is very infectious, and if you don't take things too seriously and you take them with a grain of salt and you have fun with it, it's gonna turn out well. Is what I'm getting. Okay, so my gorgeous triple tears. This is all I have for you guys for this week, for this video series. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the mail in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.